I love Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo's awesome. Really hope that was gonna be bombs. There we go. Pod key. Alright. So we have bombs, we can get straight down. What a book! Oh man, that makes me want to check it early. Yeah, I'm gonna check it now. I'm already here. He's been in there literally 30 seconds. Oh. That's weird. The music stopped. That was weird. Okay, I'm doing this backwards. Not gonna matter. For a daily race, it would have been really trolly to put a key on the pad. Meyer. Just money. Yo, Ace, what's up, dude? Wow. Master Sword, Ice Rod, and a hammer? Whoa. Damn. Means no Turtle Rock, probably, and probably an Agaseed. Damn shovel. I wonder if the chicken attack is in this. Or the chickens will go ape shit if you keep attacking them. They'll come at you.
They don't always do that?
No, there's a bug. It's not a bug. It's an Easter egg. If you whoa, what's it got? Oh, Ace, dude! Thanks for the sub, man. Much appreciated. Let's get a couple of bonks in the chat there. Once I get a second here. Many, many bonks for you, sir. Yeah, like I was saying though, if you attack the chickens over and over and over, the chickens will, a bunch of chickens will spawn on the screen and they'll attack you and kill you.
You can kill them, right?
No, they will kill you.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you get away?
You don't. You die. Don't be a dick to the chickens.
I guess not.
So, Ace, you gonna swing by on Friday? You gonna watch any of the marathon? What's that?
Piccolo
Kami. And Nail.
Nail.
Right.
Remember the name Nail.
We get started at 7 p.m. Central on Friday. So I've got a schedule now that I think I'm gonna try to follow. Although it's, who knows if I'm actually gonna be able to follow. But I put it underneath in the if you look under the channel description in the marathon news tag, I've got a tentative schedule. It's just so happens that Keysanity happens to be the 7 p.m. run on Friday, which is perfect because we'll be able to start with that, and then we'll weave in in that 1 hour between that and the open. We'll weave in a little bit. Ooh, fuck. We'll weave in a little bit of magic. We'll go do the open, and then basically from there all the way through to the next day is most likely going to be, you know, magic streaming, just because it's so easy to do and there's no set schedule for the for everything else. So that's probably what it's going to be. Okay, babe? So I got my wife sick for Christmas. You know, it's the gift that keeps giving. So yeah. You gonna go lay down? Okay, do you want me to wake you up in a bit, or just let you sleep through the night? Okay, but do you want me to wake you up at all? Well, then I don't know if I'll wake you up or not. I'll come check on you when I'm done here, okay, babe? Okay. Well, if you take it now, you're going to sleep. Okay. How about, let's see, because it's just a little after 7. I'll be done with this within 2 hours. And I'll come check on you then, and I'll bring NyQuil with me. Yeah, I got her sick. She's got it worse than I did, actually. Seems like hers is actually flu-related.
She didn't call it the flu.
Yeah, but you had a fever.
I know.
You should.
While I was there.
If it's a cold, you should not have a fever. So. All right, dude. Yeah. So yeah, the daily. I think I put daily open. It's actually the daily standard at 2. But yeah. All right, baby. I'll check on you when I'm done with this. So just swing in whenever. Stop by, say hi. Yeah, no shit, because it's my fault, obviously. But on that side, it's also my boss's fault. My boss is the one that brought the sickness into the office and then gave it to me. So I yelled at him today. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting just to see, especially the overnight magic stuff, exactly what kind of viewership we'll get, because the majority of the viewers that I had in the past are, you know, I still see them every once in a while, but the majority of them are gone. The majority of the viewers now are Zelda viewers. That's what they know me for, so it'll be very interesting to see how this goes. And if it goes really well, I'll do another one. I'm definitely not opposed to doing more. I've really enjoyed doing this again, considering how much I used to do it, and now I'm doing it a hell of a lot more. Turn away. Alright, I'm gonna stun that guy, just so that I can... I'm gonna set up a death warp here. Let's just kill him. Then we'll kill ourselves on the green dude. I'm gonna check the Aga chest first. I could also do the dark room here. It's actually really easy with the hookshot, but I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, I could. It would not be difficult. It's really easy with the hookshot. Maybe I will. Actually, I won't, because I just realized it's gonna be difficult to die. Key to Ice Palace, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's one I never really got into either, but I know my son played it. I don't have the power gloves, so I gotta go around this way. I know my son's got a bunch of Pokemon cards. I think I played it once when it first came out, because it came out in like 96, 97. And I kind of remember a buddy of mine, Todd, we played at one point. So it'd have been like late 90s, maybe 98. The thing I didn't like about that game, and I say this, you know, somewhat in jest because of the randomness of Magic, is Pokemon is so insanely random, because you could have an opening hand that has like nothing in it, and if you have like one Pokemon that's a weak Pokemon and it dies, you lose. At least if the game still play the way I remember it. Because I thought that's what it was. You need to have, you know, once your last one is dead and you can't bring another one on the field, the game is over. And if you start with a weak one and that's all you have, and that's kind of poopy. And I think I might get that just based off how early this is, and we'll see what happens. We know we can only get actually one item in here. We can check a second. Can't even steal a key. We don't have the glove. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm actually going to pick up that heart container. Yep. I mean, might as well do it. We're here. It's not going to take very long. We're going to get the information here. And that is junk. We are going to pick that up. It's super early, and we're almost to Dark World already. Yeah, that's the way I remember that it was very frustrating. Even though that, you know, I play Magic, which is like almost, it's the king of randomness, where, oh, mana screw, mana flood, don't get the right colors, you know, draw 6 lands, congratulations. You know, that type of game. Alright, so Eastern it is. So 16.5 minutes in, we're already out of things to check. Wherever the progression is, it is here. Green Pendant in Thieves Town. There's some goo. There's the glove. Part of me wants to just save quit here. I have the Moon Pearl. I don't know why that's not marked. I'm gonna go check it out. There are 4 items in here. I probably should just save quit this. I probably should just save quit this. I mean, we're gonna have to probably come back in here at some point, but yeah, we're gonna keep going. Doesn't take very long to double dip this. And if there is something important like the fire rod, the lantern in Logic actually opens up most of Death Mountain, so you know, if it's anything like that, we want it. And we gotta save quit anyway, so. And if it's garbage, it's garbage. Unfortunately, we picked up our money late. Otherwise, we would have fake flippered already. But we didn't have the money at the time that we had the opportunity to do it with the Moon Pearls, so we didn't get a chance to do that. It's kind of unfortunate. But no big deal. Alright, there's nothing in here. We're gonna get the last item just to get the last item, but there's obviously nothing here. So we'll save quit. We'll go to the Sanctuary first. We'll do the back end of Escape. We'll save quit, and then we'll go probably south route. All right, let me know if you need anything, babe. Shit, I'm up high. Yeah, I think we're gonna do south route. Ooh, look at that! Sequence breaking the mirror. That's a beautiful thing. Especially right here. That is the perfect time to get that. Holy shit. That is the absolute perfect time to get that mirror. Because we're gonna go south route, that means we can get into Kakariko and all that jazz. We have no maps yet, so we have no idea what's actually out here. Gonna fill up here, because we are about to go into Dark World. I am so glad I went into this game. So there's a most likely required item in there, and a fucking convenient one at that. But we still have no maps, so there's no point in checking anything here. We are gonna know the, we're gonna know 5, 6 in just a minute here, so... Hopefully I don't do anything stupid. I haven't raced in 3 days. Key to thieves. Flips. More goo. Okay. That's interesting. I'm not ready to check that swamp, you know, that swamp opening yet, but that is interesting. Boy, it almost makes me want to do the other route. Mire and Desert. Oops. Huh? I found the damn Desert Palace. There we go. So we're going to stick to this route, but we're going to be able to go straight up into Thieves. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to check out what was on the island. We didn't actually go through that, so... you know, I saw that race. I did. I actually watched that. Because I was at home. I only worked half a day in the office, and I came home and worked the rest of the day. Because I'm going to be home the rest of the week. Because we generally close our office over Christmas. Even though there's going to... people will be randomly in and out. But, yeah, I was home. I got a chance to actually watch... I watched all of it, and then I actually watched the end. I was taking my wife to the doctor's office, and got to watch the end of it there. Yeah, he was all over the place. We did do that, right? Yeah, we did that. Yeah, he was really fortunate that his opponent decided to do the risk. I didn't mean to pick that up, but I can't get away from it. To do the risk and actually do overworld items over dungeon items. I've made that mistake many times before, too. But what can you do? Alright, so we have to go in the other way. Oh, shit, you know what I should have done? Wasn't thinking about it. I could have checked Bombos while I was down there. I'll tie that into the south route when I do Smithy. If I do Smithy. It's not a convenient item to get. Jesus, fucking compasses, man. I think we've got them all. We know where shit is. Wow, so we know for a fact that there's no way that the mirror is not a sequence break here. Well, okay, actually, you didn't have to go into Eastern, my bad. You actually didn't have to go in there. So I guess it's not technically a sequence break because you didn't actually have to go in there for anything. It was just a required double dip. Or go in there really late to get that mirror. So, alright, so we're going to do the standard here. We're going to check the north. I do like doing that in this scenario. So, speaking of tournaments, by the way, yeah, I don't know if you saw the thing I posted. I put it there. So it's confirmed. The sign-up is up. It just hasn't been announced yet. There is going to be a Keysanity tournament this winter. Starts in January. Starts the 3rd week of January. Although the format that they have listed there is really interesting. They're making sure that it's a shorter tournament. So it's straight Swiss, cut to top 4. So it's effectively it's a big fucking tournament. It's gonna be, I don't know how many people are gonna sign up. There's already like 30 people that signed up for it, and it's gonna be just 5 rounds of Swiss. You play 5 Swiss rounds, and then top 4 go to a single elimination 4-person tournament. Which I almost believe they have to change that and expand it to at least 8 because 4 is just not gonna be enough. If there's more than 64 people, there's going to be more than 4 undefeateds. So, there's a Ganon Tower key. That's nice. So yeah, if there's more than 64, it's guaranteed to be... basically, it's guaranteed that the 5-0s are going to have to do a playoff. So, I wonder if they're going to change that and expand it to 8. 8 sounds right. 8 should be correct. But yeah, it starts in, it starts January 20-something, like 21st. It's exactly what I was hoping they were going to do, which is awesome. Speaking of not awesome, I can't get this Gibdo out of the way. Yeah, it's exactly what I was hoping they were going to do. Because I know they're playing Keysanity off big, which is exactly what I was hoping they would do. So yeah, I'm totally looking forward to that. The problem is that there's no room for error if you you know, if it's top 4, if they leave it at top 4, if you lose one match, it's over. You know, they might as well just make a single elimination for everything. Because there's no, if there's more than 64 people, there's no way in X1 will make top 8 or top 4. So yes, the it's the next tournament is going to be in March. It's going to be standard. It's not actually going to be an open. So it's the one that they did last year. So it's standard. It's when you start, you know, in your house with, you know, your uncle and you have to rescue Zelda and all that shit. They're going to alternate between those two every 6 months. But, I mean, it's effectively the same. I mean, the logic is basically the same. It's just you're guaranteed to always start with a sword. That's the only difference. Key to swamp, yay! Yeah, it's slightly easier. Usually standard times on average are a couple minutes faster, just because it kind of leads you in the direction already at the very beginning, and it makes it easier because you get a sword. So, boots. Oh man, now I kind of want to go do the other side of this. The issue. I really hope that key to the south of in the library is not the Thief's Town key. Part of me says I should check that first, but I'm not going to. What was I saying? Oof. I might take a Death Warp after the 4, and then just go back in and do the other. Oops, the flute too? Maybe I won't even do more than the 4. What was I saying? I forgot what I was going to say. I think I'm just going to Death Warp out after this. But yeah, it's good. It just, unfortunately, the only problem with Standard is that the opening sequence gets old fast. Like, super fast. I'm gonna not keep going. I'll come back if I have to. There's so much shit that's open right now. Oh wait, I can't go this way. Wait. Yeah, I was doing this. This is what I wanted to get. I want to grab this key. And if this is the Thieves' Town key, we're actually going to go back in. If not, we're going to cash in that flute. Dark Palace, okay. We're going to go back up dark. We're going to cash in the flute. We'll mirror back, we'll cash in the flute. And then we're going to head to, we're going to check the graveyard route. Because we actually don't have much we can clear. We actually, no, we changed it. We could clear Swamp. We have everything we need to clear Swamp. Help them with the right direction. But I want to get these 3 items out of the way at the graveyard first. I definitely want to get these done, because they're inconvenient. You know what I could do? Shit, I have everything I need to do this. I just need to be careful not to die. You know what I'm gonna do? This is weird, but I desperately do not want to die here. It's gonna take a few seconds to do this, but I desperately do not want to die from what I'm about to do. Because going back and doing this is gonna suck. Alright. So we know we only did 4 items out of Thieves' Town, so we're gonna have to remember that. And hopefully it's not something super important. Even though it easily could be. But I think I'm gonna go do Swamp. But I want to get these 3 done, get them out. And I'm actually going to do the long route here. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to do Zora. I'm going to go to Catfish, Zora, do that entire route. Oh, that's right. Which means that one's going to suck just a hair, because I'm going to have to keep this portal up. Oops, did not mean to drop that bomb. Yeah, we'll take that. We're still a little light on hearts. Man, it's just, there's so much open. We're basically just looking for the mids. That was weird. Have to do it this way though, because we don't have the Titan Smiths to get in there. The thing is, we don't have many keys at this point. There's not much we can do without a bunch of keys. So the fact that we're lacking keys means we need to keep searching. I mean, maybe I should have gone through Thieves. I mean, we did get most of the shit for it. I might still go back. I'm kind of hedging this slightly. Because I want to see if we get the Thieves' Town small key. So that if we do have to go back in there, we can clear it. I don't want to have to double, I don't want to have to triple dip in there. I don't have to worry about doing anything here. We have the flute, so... Oh my god. I've done that once before. That is so annoying. Don't ever do that. What I just did right there, don't ever do that. Just gotta go back this way. There's no place to come up on the other side. That's super annoying. But the good news is we're going to be able to, again, this is a very convenient way to do an overworld route. Even though we don't want to necessarily want to do all of the overworld routes, this is a big one considering we got the flips. And it's an inconvenient one. There's silvers. It's not, you know, insanely important, but hey, I'll take it. The only half of this we're not going to do is we're not going to do the one down by Lake Hilly. We can do that later. Of course, another compass. Figure we had them all. I guess I was wrong. And this will be our save quit. And then we got to figure out where we're going to go. I think I'm going to go to Swamp. I'm going to get that key. Actually, that key might lead us to where we're going to go next. Yeah, I think we're going to do Swamp. We're going to do that route. Meyer, we already know Meyer. I would love it if this is the Swamp Key, just because it'd be so fucking convenient. Eastern Palace, okay. That does open up one additional item that we're not going to get. Doesn't really matter here. And we'll pick up Hobo when we're going to go do the, when we go north to do, I guess Pyramid's the only thing really there. Alright, so we are going to go into a dungeon with 9 items. Usually with Swamp, there's nothing good here, so, but we're still going to do it. We got the items for it super early. And it's better chances of being a crystal than, you know, the one that we already know is a green pendant. If this comes up dry, we've got to go to Death Mountain eventually. I'm tempted to go back to do Thieves. I'm kind of hedging the Thieves Town small key. But the good news is redoing that is really easy. You don't really lose much time, so... Could be a mistake to not finish it now, but I think it's safe. We just have to leave it really high on our list of things to go do. Just kill these now, because I'm going to need to kill them later. Why did I switch the hook? I already have the boots. Hera key, okay. That does open up one additional item in Hera when we go up there, which is going to be close to next on our list. We still don't have the big key to Hera, but which is the important one. Intentional block. Okay. There's a few places. I actually think I am, when I finish this, I am going to do the Hobo route, because I guess we're already Dark World, we're right there. It is pretty convenient to do that. And we are going to fold it. This is definitely a full clear. So we're going to do left side first. Oops. Map of Thieves Town, we know that one already. So far we've gotten 2 maps and they've both been known information. That's fantastic. Appreciate that. Excuse me. I still got crap in my throat from being sick. Apparently I'm going to have it for like a week. I feel fine, though. Intentional bug. I'm really debating going back to Thieves Town right away. The fact that it gave us the big key to Thieves Town. Let's say this. I think I want to go back there before I head to Eastern. So once I find the bow, and I can start making my way over to Eastern, I'm probably going to go do Thieves Town first. Because that also means I can do Pod. I can do all that at the same time and then turn in that green pendant. Because there are still technically 5 items in there. I can only get 4 of them, but... Because it's 4 plus the, 4 plus that pendant. So... That's kind of why I was reluctant to leave. Okay. Thing is, we also know it's not a ped seed, so that's why information right now is so important. Because if this happens to be a pendant, and I don't find anything in here, this is a huge waste of time. Because right now I haven't found anything in here yet. This has been a complete dud. If this happens to be a pendant. Wow, that's a huge loss of time. Powder is, I guess, something. Kind of careful here. I don't have many. I mean, I have a blue goo if I absolutely need to use it. Now is not the time I want to be using a blue goo. Not against a boss like this, which is generally cake. Damn, we got another spin-off. Wait. Really need this to be something. Or at least a crystal. I'll be fine with just a crystal, but I would like to get something here. That's not what I had in mind. Alright, at least it's a crystal. We do need to check that Bombos tablet, too. We're gonna do that first. We gotta check that Bombos tablet. There's no better way to do this. Because you won't be coming back. There's no point to ever coming back in this area until you unless you want to turn in the purple chest and you can just use the flute. We'll do this. We'll go do the island in Hobo. That'll be our stopping point. And then I think we just go to Death Mountain, or we go back and do Thieves. That's so tough. Oh, desert. Oh, we can go do that now. Oh, we don't have a fire source. Never mind. It would net us 2 more items, but we're gonna hold off till we get a fire source. I almost stopped dead in my tracks and did that. Once we find a fire source, then we're good. But definitely a required item. We know that is one of the crystals, so that's good. Okay, okay. Didn't change anything, but definitely required. Yeah, it could be. There's one item that is available. There is no doubt that is possible. Hobo doing with bombs? Really? What the hell shit is he trying to do? Alright, I am going to go up. Boy, I really want to go back to Thieves Town. Like, if the bow happens to be in Thieves Town, or the mitts, wow, that's really bad. But there's plenty of shit we can check here, so. And not only that, the lantern should be coming up somewhere because we have to close that gap with the mirror. So it's got to be out here somewhere. It's almost impossible to go through a Keysanity room without at least stumbling into the into the lamp. There's our fire source. So we'll still clear this while we're up here, but that's where that. Now we're back in sequence. All right, we're still gonna keep going here. We're already here. We're gonna keep going. Lots more items, lots more information. Maybe we should have gone the other way first. So we can't actually clear Hera. Eh. Doesn't matter. I don't think that matters much. There's more items to the right than to the left, but... so I guess, I mean, there's more likely that we get... You know, that we find, like, the big key over there and then have to come back, but it's not the end of the world. I think that's actually my first... God, I still don't have 4 heart pieces. I don't think I've actually gotten 4 heart pieces yet. Alright, so... There's 3 items we can get in here. We're gonna go get all 3. Oh, there's the Thieves' Town key. Oh, that is beautiful. Because I definitely want to go back there. Oh, I hope that pays off. Meyer key. Can't quite do that yet, but we're really close to Meyer. Once we find the Titan's myths, we can do Meyer. Oh man, getting that Thieves' Town key. That makes me feel so much better about waiting. So we'll get this last item, we'll mirror back. We'll check East Death Mountain. We'll get the 7 items there, or the 8 items there. We'll go do Desert first. Because it's Crystal, we can get 2 items out of that. We'll finish that off quickly. And then I think I still go back to Thieves. In fact, I might do Thieves Town first. I'm paranoid now that there's going to be something there. Alright, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to do that. The other reason I could do that is if I do happen to find the Titan's Mitts, I can go do... I can full clear Mire at the same time I do Desert, so I can wait just a hair. And I do know that's going to be the next item. That's the next progression item. It's going to be the Titan's Mitts. Or at least it'll be really close to. I mean, item-wise, we're not doing bad here. We just don't know what we need for keys yet. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Wow. That worked out really fucking well. That's not what I wanted. Can I use the ice right here? I think I can. Yeah. Oh, this is Heart Cave. So we're going to do it this way because we can open Turtle Rock. Might be able to go into Turtle Rock. There's not much we can check from Turtle Rock. There's only 2 items, I think. So it's almost worth just doing it if I can go in. Like, if this is Bombos, I think I go in and get those 2 items. Because they don't take long. And it stops you dead in your tracks at that point. So it's not like you're not going to go down the rabbit hole. Let's put it that way. We're going to do it. We're going to check the other 2 first. We're going to check the 2 to the left, and then we're going to go in. But yeah. We can actually go in there. We're going to do this in case we find the fire rod. Because we only have 1 small key, so we can only get to 2 chests. That's got to be like the last compass. I think we've gotten them all. This also means we could do Ice Palace. Ice Palace is completely open. Oh, there's so much shit available to us here. I do like just sneaking into Turtle Rock, though. Eastern? We don't know that one yet. Swamp Palace, we've already cleared that one. Nothing here. And then we could also do we could do Spike Cave, and because we don't have a safety, but we can use the Bluego if we have to. I'm gonna step in here. There are 2 items available to us, if I remember correctly. Or is it just 1? I think it's 2. Should be 2. With 1 small key, yeah, it's 2 items. Which I just realized that logic is not correct. My tracker's wrong. I certainly can do this. And it's a safe one, too, because it's not like you're not going to ever do this. You have to do this. Key to mine. Alright. That's fair. There's one last thing we're going to do while we're here, which is we are going to go do Spike Cave. We'll just burn the blue goo. It's not a big deal. If we ever make it there. This is not logical, but honestly, we only need 2 items. There's only 2 items we're actually missing for items. And that's the bow and the fire rod. At least we believe the fire rod. Fire rod is not confirmed. PG tower, okay, that's fine. We shouldn't need that. Okay, so we are gonna go do Meyer and well, we're gonna check Meyer. I've actually thought of... I had that... Okay, it's funny you say that. I actually had that in one of my... So, the version 4 of his tracker, the one that came out before he redid all the maps and shit, I actually did exactly that. I modified it to do exactly what you're describing for basically glitched items. It's not difficult to do. And I have thought about putting it back in. I just haven't. Oh, we could see Ice Palace before we actually dive in there. But yeah, it's not difficult to do, because there's actually not that many. Okay, it's a crystal. There's not that many items that are directly available via sequence break. To see Ice Palace here, which is where we're going to go next. Ice Palace is a crystal. We are going to do Big Key here. There's no reason not to. Yeah, it's coding the logic that makes it a little bit difficult. Like, you know that you can do fake flippers. You know, you can do fake flippers to get Hobo at any time. So you can always do that one, but at the same time, you need to know that, oh, I can only do the Wishing Well if I have fake flippers and the Moon Pearl. So, yeah, there's a few things that make it a little bit difficult, but, yeah, it's something I've actually considered putting back in there. I have a few things I'm going to do for my personal self. There's 2 things that I want to do especially for Keysanity tracking, which is I want a new Go Mode tracker. So, and this is something that I could kind of put in a release to give the cross product, but I kind of want to keep that one to myself. Which is, you know, the thing about this tracker, especially with Keysanity, is you have to still know how many items you can get out of each dungeon. Which, if you need to know how many, like, okay, I know with 1 key and I can get into Turtle Rock, I should be able to get 2 items. Based off of that, I know that, I need to know that I have 2. And if you don't follow that, and you just want an easy answer for that, you can just, I want something that shows that to me. Which would be really easy to code. It's basically the Keysanity tracker backwards. So when I track my chests, it's the exact same logic, it's just reversed. Damn it. Oh, I hate doing this. Why is that one not dead yet? I've hit that one with like 4 different swings. Alright. So we left 2 items in here. Those are the small key items. It's JavaScript. It's all JavaScript. It's not difficult to understand. So the way that his tracker works is, since it's HTML based, what's PHP based. So you're dealing with JavaScript and PHP. And PHP is really easy. It's not a difficult language to learn. But it deals with the returns are all returning CSS class models. So as long as you can understand that piece of it, you can modify it pretty easily. You go into you go into the style sheet, and you add a new style for glitchable, or however you want to word it, and you give it its own color code. And then on the returns, where it says return available, unavailable, possible, and all that jazz, you code it so that if it meets the certain criteria, then you return glitchable. And then it'll return that style sheet to the front end when it renders the color code. So every time you do anytime you do any change, it repopulates the map. It does. You can't tell that's what's happening, but it does do that. It just repopulates the map every time. So if you know that, then you just add that one layer of complexity, and then it makes it pretty easy to modify. Because, again, there's not many. I mean, there's maybe a half a dozen to a dozen glitchable areas. It already handles the dark rooms. Like, that's already in there. The dark room logic is already in there. You could actually just mimic that, and instead of adding a new style sheet, because, the dark rooms and glitchable is kind of the same. They're effectively the same thing. So, you could just say, return dark, to return the blue, and just use glitchable as dark. You don't even need to make a style sheet. So I have the big key already and the small key, so I'm not gonna bomb jump here, because we are gonna full clear this. So there's no reason to bomb skip here. Tiny little magic pots are actually pretty fucking important here. So we still have too much unknown. 1, 2, 3. We know 5 of the crystals, and we do not know either blue or red pendants. So there's 4 left that we do not know, and it's kind of a 50-50 on what's what. So we do still have a ways to go before we figure out go mode. All we know is we need the Quake Medallion. There's Fire Rod. That's 1. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I did it on the previous... Oh, and the bow! We got them both! Ooh, doggy. Wow. Now we just need keys. Keys in the Quake. Yeah, I think that's what I actually, if I remember correctly, that's what I ended up doing, is I merged it all together. Dark rooms were, you know, they're the same logic as glitchable. Because, I mean, they're effectively the same thing. And Quake 2! What is this? Oh my god! Oh my god, this ice palace is insane! Holy shit. Alright, so I guess we can start figuring out a few things. If we have to do pod, let's figure it out. If we have to do Hera, we need the Hera key. If we have to do pod, we need the pod key. We do not need anything for Skullwoods, and that's actually probably where we're going to go next. So Skullwoods we can do now. So if Skullwoods is one of them, then we don't have to do anything there. We can just clear it. And then if we have to do Turtle Rock, we need the Turtle Rock big key and 2 small keys. Wow, this is just a crazy fucking dungeon. So we're going to do Mire next. We're going to clear Mire. We know it's a crystal. And then we can go do Eastern. We know Eastern's a crystal. I think before we do Eastern, we're going to actually swing up and we're going to do Skullwoods. Just because the... I'm just going to pop this green here because I have 2 of them. There's no reason not to. It's going to make this so much quicker than doing Master Sword. As long as I don't miss like that. Oh, and I get a double. Yeah, that works. Explosions. Alright, so we're going to do Mire. We'll do a full clear Mire. We'll go do Skullwoods. Skullwoods won't take long, and then we'll head to Eastern. We're going to hopefully get the pod key en route somewhere. Oh, my cat's looking so cute right now. Gotta kill this thing before you Quake, otherwise it'll just swing around and it'll eventually hit you. Quake doesn't touch the bird. Alright, so we need minimum of 2 items. Minimum of 2. Actually, it's changed it. Minimum of 1. If Skullwoods is a crystal, we only need one big key. We just don't know which one we need yet. We might be 1 item away from go mode. We just don't know yet. And that's why I think I want to do Skullwoods next. More or less for the information. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. Do not want to do that one. There's no way we're going to know go mode coming out of this. So I definitely do not want to do that item first. We're going to do that item last. Saves a little bit of time doubling back. And since we are going to do a full clear, there's no reason not to do the left side first. Does make it go a little bit faster. Because then we'll end on the right. We'll go straight up to the bridge. Alright. So again, we're just looking for some big keys now. We don't know which big keys we need, so all the big keys, the better. And then for every big key we get, we're going to assume that it is the key. The tricky one is Turtle Rock. Oh, I forgot to pick that up too. I've already done this though. If Turtle Rock happens to be a crystal, we're 3 items beyond. Because we need 2 small keys as well. So that one is kind of the tricky one. There's the Turtle Rock key. Alright, so we would only need 2 keys. We need 1 small key, 1 big key. You gotta remember to pick up that item. Oh, fuck. Never hit that one. Pod key. That's 4 pod keys. We're probably gonna go there. Because we gotta do Eastern eventually anyway. Desert key. Actually, we're gonna check that as soon as we're out of here because it's 2 items. We're right here. And it's tower. We don't care about that one. We do care about the desert key though, and we will check that. I think we're gonna go and ferry this thing. That's why you do that one in that order. Makes it... You save 5-10 seconds from doubling back, because it takes a while to go up, down, up the pipe and down the pipe and all that shit, so... Since you know going into this you're not going to go mode it, there's no reason not to do that in order. Saves you a little bit of time. I keep forgetting to do it, to be honest. That's the first time I think I actually remembered to do that. I keep telling myself the next time I have to do it. And, hey, the next time finally arrived. Alright, we have silver, so this is going to be cake. This also does open up the Fat Fairy, which is great. It would help if I didn't just sit here and take damage for no fucking reason, but hey, can't be choosy. My Discord's going off. Let me mute that. Okay, we are going to check these 2 items out of desert really quick. This will not take long. What if I could... Can you do it from the other side? I don't know if you can. I'm sure you could if you hit that one spot. It's got to be perfect on that one spot there. Actually, shit, it's quicker going through the front door. Should have just done that. I don't know what I was thinking. You can just go right through the front door and just go up and around. You're so used to going in the back door here that, yeah, it's just habit. That's... I should have... there's 2... Basically, there were 2 different things I could have done here. And they both would have been better than this. Because with that one, you could just go straight there. Just walk up and around. You're there. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Well, it's good to know. That's clear. Alright, let's go do Skullwoods. We definitely want to do Skullwoods next. Because if that happens to be a crystal, that cuts our go mode items down by 1. We do not know the answer to this one, so... There are also 2 items in here that we can get. We'll do that before we go to Eastern. But I think Eastern's going to be next. I don't think we're going to go back into Thieves Town yet. Even though I could. Thieves Town won't take a ton of time to finish. Maybe I will. I'm here. Maybe I can do that. But I think there's still enough stuff to do that I kind of don't want to. You know what I'm going to do? If this is a pendant, I'm going to go do Thieves. Unless I find a big key in here. If I find a big key in here, I'll go there. Yeah, we're doing it this way first. I always like doing it this way in Keysanity when you have the mirror. As long as you know that you're not going to go mode it, unless you're just going for the kill. Because you get a sword upgrade or something. Small key to T-Rock. That's number 3. That's an important one. That gives us all the way to the big door if we want to do it. So if we find the big key to Turtle Rock, we actually do have that now. I'm going to save magic here. Oh, fuck. And of course we get a full decanter here. A lot of 8 bomb drops. I wonder what controls that. There's got to be something in the code that controls the drops on those. But when you get them in bunches. Use sword beams to get them down. Probably 2 hits here. I think he's dead. I think those all connected. To get a good hit in. Nope, got 1 more to go. Let's just switch over. It's not gonna take long. Unless he decides to stay up there all day. Come on. Key. Castle Tower, fuck. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I want to do all of that before I go do this. We're going to do Thieves. We know we need an item still, and we're heading in that direction. So we're going to do Thieves Town. But we're going to check Bumper Cave first because we're coming out this side. It'll give us an idea what's there. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then when we got to go do the ferry, whenever we decide to do that, there's also another item we can get there because we got a castle key. Oh, I already checked this. I did that earlier. I need that. I didn't mark it on my tracker, but I need that. Yeah, but we're gonna do this. It doesn't, I mean, we're already, it takes 10 seconds to catch up where we were before when we mirrored out, so it's not like, this is not a time loss. And we're already caught up. So even though we know this is green and that's just an additional item, we're so close to a go, but we do need 2 items still. We just don't know what the 2 items are. They're both big keys. We just don't know which big keys. Hera, Turtle Rock, or Pod. We need 2 of them. And remember, this was available at the very beginning. The thing that was not available was the chest that's at in the basement, because we did not have the Thieves Town key until Desert Mire. When did we get that? I don't remember when we got that. But you wouldn't have gotten it when you were here before. So if you did full clear this, and there's something in that chest that's you're going to be much less inclined to come back in here. We're going to find out. If this is a big key, I think we're in good shape. Big key. Small key. Another pod key. That's 5 pod keys. We can actually get 12 items out of there right now. The only things we can't do are the 2 of the big chest. It's our 4th bottle. We have all the bottles. Now the question is going to be, do we do the smithy route? We are here for it. Doesn't take very long. Oops. Oh, temper sword. Okay, that's almost worth it. I guess we do the smithy route. We are right here. So basically there's the smithy route, there's the stuff at the pyramid, there's Eastern, Pod, and then Turtle Rock, everything up on Death Mountain. So we're just going to clear these one at a time until we find the big keys that we're looking for. We're still looking for 2 big keys. Again, we just don't know which ones, which is a big issue. But we'll clear this really easy. Because we'll get the flute out of here. We don't have to keep the portal for anything. +1 block. Hi, Mooner. Oh, Mooner. You are something. Oops, shit. I'll be right by that. Oh, I'm actually going to get this. I wouldn't normally get a map at this point of the game, but that's why. That's going to give us information right there. It's going to tell us if we need to get that key or not. We do. So we need to find the big keyed pod. That's one. How you doing, Mooner? How was your Christmas? That's not what I wanted. I wanted to do that. I gave the gift that keeps giving. I got my wife sick. That's the 4th T-Rock key. Can't finish it, though. We need the big key to that as well. So it's big key to Hera, big key to T-Rock. And then... yeah, then we need the big key to Pod. Thankfully, it's not the flu, although she did have a slight fever today. We actually did stop by the doctor's office, so she could just get it looked at. So, yeah, I don't think she's gonna appreciate. The only thing she's gonna appreciate is she gets an extra day off because she's not going to work tomorrow. But I think you're right. I don't think she's gonna appreciate the gift. She's actually laying down now. So, we're going to go do pod. Oh, man, I don't want to go to pod without the key, but I think we're going to do it. Oh! Oh, swamp. Fuck. Ugh. Had me all fucking excited there. So we're gonna clear this area out. Where is this fucking pod key at? It's probably in Turtle Rock. Just to give me another reason to go back there. Well, we get to see if that green pendant was worth anything. Oh god, if this is the pod key, I'd be so happy. That is not the pod key. So, there was nothing in Thieves Town. Thieves Town, they gave me a sword upgrade, which is great. You know, I'd like to have it, but that's all we got. Was not worth the time we put into it. And unfortunately, the one big key we found was not the big key that we wanted. There's only 4 big keys left, and we want 3 of them. I don't know why I just did this. I'm going to do Eastern first. Definitely doing Eastern first. Hey, Mooner, I'm trying to remember if it's you or it's Dread. You or Dread, like, one of you two plays fantasy football, don't you? I can't remember if it's you or it's him. I honestly don't remember. I know one of you two do. Okay. And Ace, I don't know if you're still around. I know you've been quiet. I don't know if you're still around. I don't know if you do it either. I have a great fantasy football story. That's why I want to tell it, but I'm not going to tell if it's not going to make sense. good story. It's a really good story. It is. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, you'll at least understand the story. So, this last weekend was our and almost everybody's fantasy football finals. It's final week. It only goes 16. It doesn't go to the final week because the final week is all screwy because teams rest players the last week if they've already clinched and all that shit. So, most fantasy leagues do not go that last week. Ours is no exception. So, but I was in the finals for the second straight year. I won it last year. And so I have a pretty bad week. You know, everything starts out pretty shitty for my week, and I go into the first of the 2 Monday night games. There was 2 Monday night games yesterday, the Pittsburgh game, and I go into that down by like, what would it have been? But down by 34 going into that. He's only got one player left who played the night game. He has Alshon Jeffrey who plays for the Eagles, and they was in the night game. And then I have Schuster and Le'Veon Bell for Pittsburgh. And I'm down by 34. I ended up getting I'd be down by 32. I get 36 points from Le'Veon and Schuster. I get 18 each, which is pretty good. You know, I'm happy with that. So I'm up by 4, but going into the last game with Alshon Jeffrey, who averages like 15 points a game. And this is for the league. This is the finals. I'm in the finals with the other dude. And Alshon Jeffrey has 0 catches. 0 catches. And I win my fantasy league by 4. I'm just going to throw that out there and, yeah. I'd say it's all skill, but I got so fucking lucky. Alshon's lowest point total all year up to that point was like 6. So, I repeated in my fantasy league. Good times. Good times. Come on, get on my way. Alright, so we're going to do this one slightly weird. This routing, because we don't have the big key, and we need the Philadelphia Eagles, yes. I'm assuming that's what he was referring to, because that's... They won... Hey, good for the Eagles. They won the game. I'm totally cool with it. They won the game. I don't mind them winning the game. I'm also happy that Alshon had nothing. I mean, that's huge. The fact that he only had like 3 balls thrown to him, actually, and one of them was really low, one of them he dropped, and then the third was nowhere close. So, yeah. That's a really good point, though. What's up with that? Georgia and Philly. Like, one of those things is not like the other. What's irritating to all the other players about my fantasy is my team name is the Auto Pick Asshats, because both years I haven't been available for the draft, so the auto picker drafted for me, and I've won both years. Basically what I have to do is both years, immediately after the draft finishes, I ended up having to go do, just hit the waiver wire and see who's out there and completely rebuild my team. And each year, I happen to pick up a quarterback on the waiver wire that does well. Last year, I got Matt Ryan. He wasn't drafted. And then this year, I got Smith from Kansas City. So, like, I'm getting insanely good luck with my waiver pickups. Come on, give me a fucking big key. I'm gonna have to go to Turtle Rock after this, I think. Just vanilla big key one time. Or at least give me a big key to something else. Like, give me the big key to Turtle Rock. That'd be fine, too. So yeah, there was some animosity this year because basically the auto picker won the league again. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll give you that one. And we are going to save quit unless this is the big key, because it's going to be quicker to get back. We're going to check the, Shit on me. Pod a fucking dud. That is a beating. That's a fucking beating, man. My concern right now is the big key and swamp. The big chest. God, it's an hour 37. We're not winning this race, boys. We are not winning this race. There's no fucking way we're winning this race. Pod had to hit there, and it didn't. I forgot to put that one up there.
Your clothes are red.
Wow. Please. Do it again. Oh, man. Hey, guys. Gil, what's up, dude? I forgot I put that one on there for the raid. Yeah, that's my girl. That's Kiva. She likes to sleep up here. Oh. I hope I did that. Okay, good. And we're just gonna get this. Hold on 1 second. I heard that, but I've been able to. Fuck, that's right. I still don't know what the last one is here. How do you pronounce that? Oh, Roger G. Never mind. Roger G 411. Thanks for the follow, dude. One of them. There's T-Rock. We know where we're going next. So we're going to continue, though. We are going to check these items because there's only 2 items left. Kiva was the name of that we got when we picked her up from the shelter. I don't know where it comes from, to be honest. But that was her name when we got her from the shelter. So we decided to keep it. It's a cool name. I like it. And MP Motley, thanks for the follow, man. Got a couple new people coming in. For anybody that's new here, take a look down in the description below the stream for information. Our marathon stream is this Friday. This will be our 4th marathon stream. You guys are more than welcome to come back and join us. That one's unfortunate. We're gonna check this other chest here. I want to do this before we head up, just if we happen to get the Hera key. This is not gonna take very long, and then we'll just say quit and go up to Turtle Rock. We can full clear Turtle Rock at this point. We have all 4 keys plus the big key now, so we have to hope that that's the crystal. My wife would actually go for that. My wife plays WoW too. I used to play WoW, you know, constantly, but I actually haven't had an active sub in a while. I'll play next expansion again. My wife still plays. I actually got her. She's probably in. Oh no way, is it? Oh, it's the pod key. Oh man. I guess we do this, right? We go do pod first. Oh man, I'm totally torn here. Oh, that's... Oh, shit, dude. That sucks. Man, I wish I would've done this first. And Lord Spleech, thanks for the follow, dude. So yeah, we have the tentative schedule is now posted. It is in the, if you look underneath the stream, in the section for Marathon News, the tentative schedule is there. We're in luck that the, what am I trying to say? The, what the fuck am I trying to say here? The Friday run is... The Friday 7 p.m. is Keysanity, so we'll be starting our marathon with a Keysanity run, and then leading into a little bit of Magic splashed in there, and then following that up with probably the 11 o'clock open, or the 10 o'clock open. We'll probably do that, and then we'll be doing Magic all overnight. It's going to be really difficult to marathon Zelda streams during the overnight hours, just because there's not going to be many of them going on. So that's when we do the mix and match, and we'll be doing that all the way up to the 2 p.m. standard on Saturday, unless something comes up. All right, so we are gonna bet. I did not mean to hit that switch. I don't know why I hit that switch. Now I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to hit the switch again here. We're gonna do a gamble that Turtle Rock is the crystal, and we're gonna go mode. We have to make up some time here because we lost a shit ton of time with Swamp Palace, and then actually full clearing pod there. Yeah, no, I'm sure there will be. It just won't be here. There easily could be a 24-hour Slender Marathon, like, immediately preceding it. It definitely could. It just won't be here. So, I've been streaming for a long time, and a lot of these fucknuts have been, you know, with me for a long time, and they know that I do not like scary games. I do not do horror games. I did when I was a kid. You know, I used to play Resident Evil when I was growing up and shit like that. But, you know, beyond that, I just don't. And they know this. They know this. So that's the running joke is, yeah. If you figure the time frame when Slender came out, that's when I used to do I used to stream 3-4 nights a week doing Magic streams, almost exclusively. Oh, my bad, Mooner, my bad. My bad. I was really hoping that was going to be the hierarchy. I'm not going to hedge on the item. We're just going to go straight to Turtle Rock. I'm not going to hedge it. And again, we're gonna go mode it. We're going to go mode Turtle Rock. We still have one green goo, so we don't actually have to stop anywhere. Yeah, I could use some blue goo, but we have 15 hearts and red mail. I'm not too concerned about it. Shit. Yeah, I couldn't do that either. There's no way I could do that either. As interesting as it would be, I just don't have it in me. Especially not at the end of a 24-hour marathon. Alright, well the good news is the chances of us having to double dip are basically nothing. I don't think there's actually a scenario that we have to double dip. So as soon as we get the key, we're off. Or as soon as we get the last crystal. We just don't know which one it is yet. And Bond's just finished. Oh, fuck. That's not good. Well, it's good and it's bad. It means that we're on the right track. That's a good finish. So we are going to assume, we are assuming that this is the go mode. That this is definitely the crystal. Because I could definitely foresee, I could definitely see with what we've had to, from what we've seen, that this is a go mode. And if I had done, because honestly, if I had done Fat Fairy first, I maybe could have go moded a whole bunch of shit. So there's definitely a situation where that is the correct choice. And that this is straight go mode. Yeah, give him a piss test. He's really good. He's really good. Again, we're go moding this. We're assuming. We're hoping. I will pick up this one chest that's right here because it's literally right here. We'll hedge just very slightly. Oh, great. It's the one that we need for that. Ooh, Boyne just finished second. Good for him. So yeah, I think we're on the right track here. I think this is it. Yeah, we checked a little bit too much overworld, unfortunately. And unfortunately, we checked the wrong part of the overworld. I think that's the issue. Yeah. Yeah, he was over 1,000 OPS. I'm pretty sure. Jet just finished. Yeah, this is definitely the right choice. I'd be shocked if this wasn't a crystal here. Oops. Oh, fuck me. Ah, man. Fuck that up. Really fuck that up. So yeah, 3 people are done already. That's disappointing. I figure we were way behind at this point, so... And it's not guaranteed that we're actually on the right track. This might not be the crystal. We do not know the answer to that. We assume that it is. We have to assume that it is at this point, but... The fact that people are done means that this is very likely the crystal. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna have to burn that goo. No, I'm not gonna have to burn that goo. Never mind. 30-something, I think? I think there's 30-ish. The fact that there's 3 people done already, though, is actually really bad, because there's gonna be at least 4 or 5 more before we even get to, before we finish. I mean, I assumed that we were in trouble even going into this. Yeah. Yep. That's what we assumed. I assumed that there after that. So, yeah, we could have go-moded Pod. That's the killer. Is that we could have go-moded Pod. We didn't go to, if we go to Fat Fairy first... before doing the other half of the route, we save a lot of time. So I guess getting 5 and 6 done early is kind of a sign that you should do that. But you know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't on that one, because Pod is so loaded. But at least we're 7 or 8 minutes away. 4 people are done now. God damn it. We'll get sub 2, but this could have been better than that. Skullwoods hurt a little bit, but not bad. It's just unfortunate. We had a lot of... there was a lot of just duds. I mean, Pod being a dud hurt. Swamp was a dud. And we full cleared Swamp. Oops. Come on. Jesus fuck. I think my controller, the button is starting to go off on it because I got these controllers used. I have 2 of them. But I think the B button is starting to go out on this one because occasionally I hold it down and I think it's letting loose. Doesn't happen often, but I do see it from time to time. The give is starting to give out on it, so... It's a SNES. It's an actual SNES controller. I just use a USB adapter. They're about $15 to $20 on. You just look online. You can find them for 15 to 20 bucks, and then the USB adapter is like 10, if that. It's pretty cheap. And it's authentic. You know, it's authentic as you can get running on an emulator. Oh shit, I was late on that one. Yep. I still got 2 of them, I guess. Oh, fuck you. Oh, got him on the run. Alright, well that was not great, but I guess it was manageable. And then we're gonna have to... I mean, we can probably burn our green goo if we really wanted to, but... I think in the end we'll probably just do lantern here, and then just get the... We'll save that green goo. Why did I do that now? I don't know why I did that then. It was a waste of 3-4 seconds. Go the long way here. We're not in a rush. We know we're waiting in this room, so... So, 4 are in. 5 are in. Oh, wait, no, that's... No, there's somebody just left the train. Okay. So I guess we're fighting for 5th, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Unfortunately, people have... You know, I started doing Keysanity really early when it came out, because I love this mode. Come here. I actually want you. Come here. And unfortunately, the good players have closed the gap. You know, it used to be one of those things that people would, you know, kind of be good at, but not really fully understand. Well, now the players understand how this shit works. And they've closed the gap. Which is kind of unfortunate. No, I don't think we have to worry about arrows. And I say that because it was announced... It was unofficially announced that there is, and it's confirmed, there is a Keysanity intermediary tournament that is happening this winter. Already signed up for it. It starts in 3 weeks? Or 4 weeks. 4 weeks. It's like the 3rd week of January. It's just a weird format. It's a weird format. It's straight... Wow. That was a triple and I just let it go. It's straight Swiss. Jesus. 5 and 6 are both done. God damn it. Fucking god damn it. Jesus. This is a horrible fight. Come back. Damn. I thought I had both of those. Jesus Christ. That was probably the worst Aga fight I think I've ever had. But yeah, it's out there that the there is going to be a Keysanity tournament. So what they're doing is it's 5 Swiss rounds, and then they're just going to cut the top 4. Which that doesn't. If there's too many people, if there's more than 64 people, there's no safety net. There's just no safety net at all. So it doesn't make any sense to me why they would do that. They should wait until people sign up. 6. Oh yeah. 7, 8. I missed it by literally a frame. Gotta be careful here. You know what I'm gonna do? I know this is gonna lag into shit and back, but... Oh, fuck, I didn't even get it. Yeah, I missed it by... just a hair. 7th is in. God bless it, all the shit and back. That's just this... This Ganon and Aga have been awful. I thought they were giving the festive. I thought they were going away with that. I didn't think they were doing any more festive past like tomorrow. You know, I wasn't able to try it. I did. I wasn't able to try it this last week, but I hit that just a second too soon. That's only a double. Shit. Looks like I got 8th. Unless I get sniped here. I'm not happy with 8th. Yep, I got 8th. That could have been a hell of a lot better. How far behind the lead? Is it like 10 minutes off? First was 146. I was 157. 158. So yeah, I was 12 minutes off. That's not too good. Yeah, I think it's still up, but I don't think they're going to be doing a... Like, none of the races are going to be set up that way. So I don't think I will. The fact that everything is on ice just doesn't do it for me. That really doesn't do it for me. So, hey, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? We get to guess the bongs. You guys want to guess the bongs? Let's guess the bongs. We got the boots from... Where did we get the boots? We get the boots from Hype Cave? Where did we get them? We got them pretty early. I'm trying to remember where the boots were. Shit, I don't remember. I don't remember where they were. I know we got them fairly early. I think they... No, it wasn't in Hype Cave. It might have been in Village of Outcasts. Maybe it was Village of Outcasts. 8 and 7. I think that's pretty low. I know we had 2 guaranteed. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to say 12 bonks. 12 bonks. 12 bonks. 12 bonks. If anybody else wants to put a bonk count in, now is the time to do it. Before I go ahead and fast forward through these credits. How many... Let me look really quick before I fast forward through the credits. How many people were actually in this race? 27, so I got 8th out of 27th. I mean, that's top third, but it still could have been a hell of a lot better. So, all right, let's go and fast forward through the credits here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we get. And then, what time is it? I'm not tired. It's 9:15. The open is in 45 minutes. We'll probably do that. Oh my God, we got those boots super early, ladies and gentlemen. That's 28 bonks. That's a lot of bonks. bonks, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. It's just, that's a ton. So, all right, boys and girls, I think we're going to do the open. I think we're going to do the open. Yeah, we're going to do the open. All right, so we're going to sign off for right now. We have 45 minutes before the open is up. So basically, I'll be gone for 35 to 40 minutes. So feel free to swing back here. If I don't see some of you guys tonight, we got a couple new follows tonight. Thanks for the follows. New sub tonight as well. Ace, awesome. Thanks for the sub. And yeah, we're going to sign off for right now. We'll be back probably in 45 minutes. So we'll see you guys then, or we'll see you guys later this week. All right, have a good night, guys.